Genesis chapter 6. And it came to pass, as men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them. The sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fair, and they took wives for themselves of all whom they chose. Then said the Lord, My spirit shall not always strive with man, because he is also flesh, but his days shall be 120 years. There were in those days giants in the land, and also afterwards, when the sons of God came in to the daughters of men, and they bore children by them, these were the mighty men of old, the men of renown. And the Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Then the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him in his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, from man to beast, to creeping thing, and to the bird of the air, because I regret having done them. Noah, however, found grace in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth, however, was corrupt before the face of God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God saw the earth, and, behold, it was corrupt, because all flesh had corrupted its way on earth. Then God said to Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, because the earth is full of violence, and, behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. You shall make rooms in the ark and cover it inside and out with pitch. And in this way thou shalt make it. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, and its breadth 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. A window shalt thou make in the ark, and a cubit shalt thou finish it at the top, and the door of the ark thou shalt set in its side. Thou shalt make it the lowest, 2nd, and 3rd story. For, behold, I bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh in which is the breath of life under heaven. Everything that is on earth will expire. But with you I will establish my covenant, and you shall enter the ark, you and your sons, your wife and your sons' wives with you. And of every living thing, of all flesh, thou shalt bring 2 of every kind into the ark, to keep them alive with thee, male and female will be. Of the birds according to their kind, and of the animals according to their kind, of every creeping thing on the earth according to its kind, 2 of each kind shall come to you, to keep them alive. And take with you of all food that is eaten and gather it for yourself, and it shall be for food for you and for them. So did Noah, according to all that God had commanded him, so he did. Matthew chapter 5. And Jesus, seeing the crowd, went up to the mountain, and, settling down, his disciples approached him. And, opening his mouth, he taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you and persecute you and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven, for in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. You are the salt of the earth, and if the salt is insipid, with what shall it be salted? It is no longer good for anything but to be thrown out and trampled under foot by men. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. Nor do they light a lamp and put it under a bushel, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I came to destroy the law or the prophets. I did not come to abolish, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whoever therefore breaks one of these commandments, however small, and teaches men so, shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven, but whoever does and teaches them will be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say to you, that unless your righteousness exceeds that of the scribes and Pharisees, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, but whoever kills will be subject to judgment. But I say to you that whoever is angry with his brother without cause will be subject to judgment, and whosoever shall say to his brother, Raca, shall be liable to the Sanhedrin, and whosoever shall say unto him, Fool, shall be liable to the fire of hell. Therefore, if you bring your offering to the altar, and there you remember that your brother has something against you, leave your offering there before the altar, and go first be reconciled with your brother, and then come and present your offering. Make peace with your adversary quickly, while you are on the way with him, lest the adversary hand you over to the judge, and the judge hand you over to the officer, and they lock you up in prison. Truly, I say to you, you will never get out of there until you pay the last penny. You have heard that it was said to them of old, Thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say to you, that whoever looks at a woman to lust after her has already committed adultery with her in his heart. Therefore, if your right eye causes you to stumble, pluck it out and throw it away from you, for it is better for you to lose one of your members than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand offends you, cut it off and throw it from you, for it is better for you to lose one of your members than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. It was also said, Whoever leaves his wife, give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that whoever divorces his wife, except because of fornication, makes her commit adultery, and whoever marries the divorced commits adultery. Again, ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not swear falsely, but thou shalt perform thy oaths unto the Lord. But I say to you, do not swear, nor by heaven, because it is the throne of God. Nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, nor for Jerusalem, because it is the city of the great King. Nor shalt thou swear by thy head, for thou canst not make a hair white or black. But let your speech be, Yes, yes, no, no, because what goes beyond this is of evil origin. Ye have heard that it was said, An eye for an eye, and a tooth for a tooth. I, however, say to you that you do not resist evil, but if anyone hits you on the right cheek, offer him the other as well. And whoever wants to sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to walk a mile, go with him too. Give to anyone who asks you, and do not turn away from anyone who wants you to lend him. Ye have heard that it was said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor, and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, Love your enemies, bless them that curse you, do good to them that hate you, and pray for them which despitefully use you, and persecute you, that you may be children of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward will you have? Do not even the publicans the same? And if you salute your brothers only, what do you do more? Do not even the publicans so? Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Ezra chapter 5. And the prophets Haggai and Zechariah, son of Iddo, prophesied to the Jews who were in Judah, and in Jerusalem, in the name of the God of Israel they prophesied to them. Then Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel and Jeshua the son of Jozadak arose and began to build the house of God which is in Jerusalem, and with them the prophets of God, who helped them. At that time Tattenai, the governor from beyond the river, and Sethar-bozenai, and his companions came to them, and said to them thus, who gave you order to rebuild this house, and to repair this wall?" They said to them, "More, and what are the names of the men who built this building?" But the eyes of God were upon the elders of the Jews, and he did not hinder them, until the matter reached Darius, and there came an answer by letter concerning it. Copy of the letter that Tattenai, the governor across the river, with Sethar-bozenai and his companions, the Apharsachites, who were beyond the river, sent to King Darius. They sent him a letter, in which it was written, "All peace to King Darius. Let it be known to the king, that we went to the province of Judah, to the house of the great God, which is built with great stones, and the wood is already being laid in the walls, and this work is being done with diligence, and it goes forward in their hands. Then we asked the elders, and thus we said to them, Who gave you order to rebuild this house, and to repair this wall? Furthermore, we also asked them for their names, in order to declare them to you, that we might write to you the names of the men who are chief among them. And this was the answer they gave us: We are servants of the God of heaven and earth, and we rebuild the house that was built many years ago, because a great king of Israel built and finished it. But after our fathers had provoked the God of heaven to anger, he delivered them into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon the Chaldean, who destroyed this house, and carried the people away to Babylon. But in the first year of Cyrus king of Babylon, King Cyrus gave a command that this house of God should be rebuilt. And even the vessels of gold and silver, of the house of God, which Nebuchadnezzar took from the temple that was in Jerusalem, and brought them to the temple of Babylon, King Cyrus brought them out of the temple of Babylon, and they were given to a man whose name it was Sheshbazzar, whom he appointed governor. And he said unto him, Take these vessels, go, and bring them to the temple which is in Jerusalem, and build the house of God in its place. Then this Sheshbazzar came and laid the foundations of the house of God, which is in Jerusalem, and since then it has been rebuilding, and it is not yet finished. Now therefore, if it please the king, let it be sought in the king's storehouse which is in Babylon, whether it be true that a command was given by King Cyrus to rebuild this house of God in Jerusalem, and about this let us know the will of the king.